What's going on, friends? It's your boy Mel. That's Corey. This is Pardon the Brick Ruption. What's going on, Lego Champ? How you been?
Man, I am still on cloud nine. Uh, Saturday, I was at the Urban Action Showcase in Times Square, New York. And basically, I was in a place where we were celebrating one of my favorite genres, which is martial arts in film. And this is the big, 40th anniversary for The Last Dragon. It's the 35th anniversary of the Ninja Turtles, the first Ninja Turtle live action. It was a lot of love in the place, man. There was a lot of old school actors, some
Yeah.
up and comers. Um, and your boy was right fun. Like I was there, front and center, front and center. I was there. Me and my brother. We came through. We were shining, man. We were representing for the Lego community, for the Black community. It was a lot of love, man. It was a lot, man.
Yeah,
It was probably the best experience I've had this year.
that's good, man. Yeah, that I mean, and it's all the feel goods because the holiday season is amongst us, and so you start to feel good. You worked hard this year, so you deserve something like that, and you deserve to be recognized the way they had you front and center. They had your name on the jumbotron and your face on the jumbotron. That's pretty huge, you know. And I'm gonna be real about it. You've been snubbed all year long, man. You've been snubbed. You win the crown, and they've been snubbing you. You know,
Definitely,
snubbing you
left
all
and right.
year long, man. And it's good to be recognized. And sometimes you got to go back home. You go
Yeah,
home and you become that neighborhood friendly Spider-Man, and it's okay. We'll do the neighborhood swinging, from swinging from building to building and saving the day, and leave the rest for everybody else.
absolutely, man. But you know what? I would be remiss if I didn't mention this though. Even though I had a great weekend,
Hmm.
it was a great weekend for you too, because you just made your way around the earth about 365, and you were celebrating this weekend, man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday again, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. My daughter, she definitely made it very very fun for me, and got me back into being youth again. And even though Lego kind of makes me youth, I got to get out of this chair and stop, get active, right? We did the VR game. That was awesome, and it took me back to being a kid again. And I thank my daughter for that because I needed that. I did. First up, Lego Master Corey, teach me some moves.
I ain't gonna teach you those moves. I'm gonna teach you those moves. Those moves, those stay with me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We talked about it in the intro, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit some more. So the Urban Action Showcase. So this is something that they do every year in New York. They do it in different places as well, but it's just to celebrate, the art of martial arts in the urban environment. So, in the 19 from what I heard, in the 1930s is when they actually started bringing some of this stuff out, where black people were getting into kung fu as martial arts, karate, all that stuff, and then as years went on, they were inspired by Asian culture during the Vietnam War. Because remember, our men were on the front line and they
Yep.
were sent over to Vietnam to fight. And
Right.
some of them, they fell in love with the culture. They fell in love with the movies that they watched. And then they brought that back over to America. And when they did that, that's when we started to get, some of the big names in culture.
Mhm.
One of the biggest names, T-Mac. T-Mac was from The Last Dragon. For those who've been following me, I have been posting nonstop of my Shonuff and my Bruce Leroy minifigs, or not minifigs, but my figures
Mhm.
that I've been posting. And sure enough, I reached out to them. I said, "Hey, you guys have this 40th anniversary coming up. I made these two figures. I would love to be a part of it." They said, "Oh, you're the one who made them? Oh, and you was on Lego Master, and you the winner? Listen, man, we're gonna have you come out, man. Listen, here's the floor plan. You choose where you want to go." I
Oh,
said, "Okay, I want to be where the celebrities are gonna be. You're like, then you get top floor, yo. These are the tables we have available. You just make your choice."
yeah.
chose my table, called my bro, Travis. Yo, we in there. Where we going? Just be ready on this day. We're gonna be chilling with Tay-Mac, man, with Bruce Leroy.
Nice.
And sure enough, we got there, set up our booth. The only drawback was where they set us up. They set us up in front of the movie theaters, but
Okay.
movie theaters have logos in the background. So we was right next to this big Pepsi sign that was illuminated, and
Okay.
we couldn't block it. We couldn't, do anything to get rid of that light. So we had like, this glare behind us the entire time. So we were feeling the glow. The glow
Right.
was all over us. But you know what? we had a great time, man. We had a great time. We met so many people, so many celebrities. Um, I don't know if you remember All That. It was a Nickelodeon show back in the '90s. All That.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a sister on there, Giovanna Samuels.
Okay.
Uh, so she was a young girl on there, but she was there, and we were talking, chopping it up, and everything like that. So Reggie from the Bad Boys franchise, he was up in the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There were a couple other martial artists who had their time in the '90s, not as big as Tay-Mac, but here was the kicker, man, and I know I'm taking up time, but here's the kicker, man.
You good. You good.
Tay-Mac. A couple years ago, I went to go see Tay-Mac at New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
I stood in line. I waited. They called me up, shook his hand. I said, "Yo, pleasure to meet you," and everything like that. He was like, "Oh, good to meet you too, bro." I'm like, "Hey, man, I just want a picture, man. I don't want no merch. Just want a picture." So me and him, we took a picture and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
10 years later, I'm at my booth, and here comes Tay-Mac, and his peoples is with him. They're like, "Yo, these are the Lego guys. These are the Lego guys." So when he comes over, he's like, I heard you the Lego guys. I'm like, "Yeah, that's us." He was like, "Oh," he was looking at the stuff. He was like, "You're the stuff that I saw online." I'm like, "Oh man, this is awesome, man. This is awesome." He was like, "Yo, man, so you want to take this picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you want to do?" He was like, "All right, well," he goes into actor director mode. He
Yeah.
starts rearranging some stuff. He wants the lighting right. He wants the position right.
Yeah.
So we do nice shots and everything with him and everything. And I told him, I said, "Listen, man, this is just an honor, man. Just to be in your presence, just to be here with you. I just need you to do one more thing." He said, "Man, what you want, man?" I said, I just need your autograph." He was like, "Oh yeah, I can do that. What do you want me to sign?" I'm like, "Here, I got this plate right here, this Lego plate. Just sign right here." So he put his signature on that joint, put it right next to my Leroy Green character.
Yeah.
Dude, man, it was a moment, man. It was a moment, you know. I even this is what draw people in, man.
Dang.
This right here.
Right. Right.
The
Yeah.
original artist, the artist who designed that,
Yeah.
he came by. He was like, "Yo, I saw this from the corner of my eye. I made this for this occasion, this event. I'm a graphic designer."
Yeah.
I thought this thing was, I thought you painted it different. I got close to it. That thing is Lego, bro. Yo, you talented, man. You talented. I was like, yo, like that means a lot hearing it from you, man. You're the original artist, and you're saying my work is talented. Yo,
Yeah.
man. This whole year, I mean, we talked about it off air, man. But this year, man, has been rough, man.
Yeah.
You win the cup. You win the cup. During Christmas of last year.
Yeah.
You don't have any other Lego Masters happening until all the way in the summer. So you got about a good 6 months, to do some work with me, man. I'm the most accessible person. They know. I post where I'm going. I go to conventions. I'm visiting schools nonstop. I'm hosting events in my community. I'm doing the work that most winners of Lego Masters don't do.
Yeah.
And they've just passed me by, overlooked me, didn't hit me up, didn't send me any invites. But man, this weekend right here, this was my own accord, man. Lego did not reach out to them. Lego Masters didn't reach out to them. I reached out. I showed them my work. I showed them my grind.
Yeah.
And gave me the opportunity. Man, that's what this is about, man.
And that's got a lot to do with your persistence, Corey. Like your persistence of like you didn't stop after winning the cup. You didn't stop. Like there's some Lego Masters that won the cup and they stopped. And so you sort of hunger past winning the cup, winning the prize. You sort of hunger past it, right?
Yeah.
And you're still in pursuit of it.
Yeah.
And so these are These are the rewards that matter. Forget the Comic-Con. I hate to say this, but forget Lego Masters because they've forgotten about us. So continue to, make these events like the one that you just had, because there's going to be another one like that. And I guarantee you, when they have some type of another event that's similar to, that phone's going to ring and they're going to call you and bring you in.
Yeah.
Because you made that contact, not Lego Masters, you made that contact. And that's what it is. You keep making yourself accessible to people, because and that's all the difference. It shows. This year is kind of shady, and I'm gonna tell you, this year has kind of been shady. I've been quiet about it, and I've been doing my listeners a big disservice because I really didn't speak too much on it. But it's been a very big letdown from the organization that we are part of, and they're not showcasing, you know, the people that are recent.
Yeah.
And I'll keep it at that. I'm not gonna say no more. But you're not showcasing the people that are the recent, and I think that hurts.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always thinking about, you know, well, why? But you know what? At the end of the day, I've been in my skin my entire life.
Hmm.
I've lived in this country my entire life, so I understand. I lived in a community that was predominantly white,
Hmm.
and they frowned upon us. They didn't. They looked down at us. Like
Hmm.
I lived through that. I was young, but I lived through that. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying that that's what Lego and Lego Masters is doing and stuff like that. But I mean, I see a trend.
yeah,
I see a trend, and I'm not throwing any shade to any of the Lego Masters who have gotten opportunities. More power to them. They earned their shot. They earned their strike. They're doing it. I get it. You know, but for me, I'm the type person. The courtesy, just give me a phone call. Hey,
phone call.
call. Say we're not really interested in doing much stuff with you. This year.
Yeah,
But we might do something with you. We might not. Just give me that call. Keep
right.
it buck, and then I'm like, all right, no doubt. I mean, it's gonna hurt, yeah, it's gonna sting, yeah, but
Yeah,
that's not gonna stop my grind. That's not gonna stop my hunger.
right.
Because the cup is one thing, but it's not enough for me. Because now I'm the only one who's in this particular circle of being a winner and also being black.
Yeah,
I'm the only one in the world. So
yeah,
if I stop, then that's gonna say, oh, you see that? We gave it to somebody and look what they did with it. They didn't want it. So now
right.
we're not giving it to nobody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's how it always is with us. Like as soon as we stop doing it, they're gonna be like, oh, they don't want it. All right, yeah, yeah, we're not gonna give it to no one else.
yeah,
So I gotta keep going, man. I gotta keep grinding, and I'm gonna keep grinding, and I'm gonna keep saying, yo, Lego Masters is the best. Lego is the best. I'm gonna keep saying it,
yeah. Well,
but I'm gonna showcase. This is what I can do without y'all. I don't need y'all.
right, right.
So whenever y'all want to do business, let's talk and we'll make it work. I'm a businessman at the end of the day, but when it comes to me sitting here on my 2 feet, waiting for y'all to call me, waiting for my name to be called, them days are over.
Yeah,
I did that the first 4 months of this year. Once I saw that nothing was happening, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna make it happen myself.
yeah. Lesson of the day, boys and girls: forge your own path. Don't wait for nobody. Don't
That's
wait
right.
for a thing. Forge your own path.
Forge your own path. Speaking of forging your own path, this thing popped up today. So Oz is a big thing right now. Wicked. That is where it's at. Wizard of Oz was one thing.
Hmm.
Wicked is another thing. People love Wicked. And there was this I guess this infomercial or this reel that popped up today, and it was just this famous actress and everything like that, just doing her thing. And I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, okay, she tagged Lego, that's what's up. And
Right.
it was Wicked thing. I was like, oh wow, look, they got this person. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, they got this actress to do something with this Wicked thing, man. They should have got somebody from Lego Masters to do that. This is what I'm saying in my head. And then sure enough, this lady calls and say, hey, Justin, like, yeah, I have this idea, da, 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 da. And then poof, he's in the shot. I'm like, oh, season 5 is in the house.
Right.
So if you don't know, Justin, it goes by Brady on social media. He's a Lego ambassador, like yourself,
Hmm.
the LGBTQ plus community,
Yeah.
and he's a huge fan of Wicked. So if you watch season 5 of Lego Masters, there was a Wicked challenge. Him and his partner were the winners of that challenge, and he said
Yeah.
as a theater major, like because he went to school for theater arts,
Uh-huh.
if he did not win this challenge, it would be a problem for him. And sure enough, he was able to win that challenge. And their build was spectacular. I loved it.
It
I
was.
loved it. It was
Yeah.
really good, really good. Good uses of those green pieces. The Emerald City, they nailed it. They nailed it. So it's so awesome to see a Lego master in a collaboration with not only Lego but also a famous artist. So when I saw that and I sent it to you, I said, "Yo, this is really cool because now it looks like that there are going to be more opportunities, or it seems like maybe there is a window for other Lego masters who had a certain love of a certain property on Lego Masters to be able to be connected with a promotion for
Mhm.
that brand. So, I mean, not every brand is going to get that same shot, but it was good to see that. It's good to see that someone from season 5
Yeah.
got the opportunity just based off of their love of the brand, their love of Wicked, and just overall, just their personality. I mean, he's the perfect personality to have this shot. So, let's
Yeah.
say,
Yeah. I think this was the right combination. This was the right collab to mesh, right? Especially you talking about Wicked. This guy is all about Wicked, right?
mhm,
And like when you go to the conventions, Justin has a plethora of Wicked displays there. He's got his mosaic. He's got like the replica of his build from the show. He's got some other things there from Wicked, right? Um,
mhm.
so yeah, this is it. This felt right.
Yeah.
This wasn't forced or anything like that. And he took that opportunity and he flourished. I believe Justin flourished in this commercial, right?
Yeah.
So and that's those opportunities that work hand in hand. And like I'm looking to see more. Like I'm looking to see more stuff like this, right? Um and I don't know if I don't know if there must be like new Wicked sets that are getting, that are coming out.
Mhm.
The ones that the first wave has been out for a while. Um, and so I don't know if they were promoting those older sets, but I mean they were getting down with building the sets, and apparently there's an event that's happening. So I'm looking to see part two. It looks like there's a part two of this commercial. So
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, the influencers, the brand ambassadors, those opportunities are provided to you guys.
hmm
And for some of you guys get opportunities to work with the sets, build sets. Some get opportunities to do like in-store, visits and all that stuff.
hmm
So it's really cool to see that they promoted this in a way that it did not really highlight the fact he was a land ambassador, but he was a Lego master.
he was
Because
like,
that's what he said. He
yeah,
was like, "Oh, well, look at this! It's Justin from Lego Master season 5."
yeah.
That's awesome, and I just hope that those who are in the land community,
hmm
um, who are also Lego masters, still embrace the fact that you are in Lego master, that you were on the show,
Yeah,
because the casual people don't know anything about the Lego Ambassador program. No one knows that because y'all don't have a TV show that says that this is a land ambassador program. You got to be in the community to know that.
yeah.
People know what Lego Masters is. And if they don't, they can look it up. So this is a win-win for all of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep forging your own way, Justin. This is a very good opportunity for you. This is a good opportunity for Wicked. So I'm looking for more. All right, next up, Nine Brick City makes a Brexit. Not the Brexit that that the whole global world knows, right? I'm talking about the brick exit. Um, so I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see some random name, some guy. He's on a journey to buy a big bulk of Lego, right? So he films himself hopping into a plane, like a single engine plane. He takes a flight out to somewhere, right? And then once he get there, he takes a rental vehicle from the plane and he drives to a Penske place, right? He picks up this big moving truck, right? So now we on vehicle number 3. Jumps in the Penske truck and he heads to a storage unit. There, he's met by a familiar face. It's Ellissa, 9 Brick City. You remember her?
I do. Huskies had
Right.
9 Huskies.
9 Huskies she had, right? So hence 9 Brick City, right? He meets her and another woman at a storage unit.
Mm,
This storage unit is one of the big storage units. It's probably like a 12 by 12. And it is wall to wall filled with boxed Lego sets that haven't been opened, that are like boxed and packaged, ready to go, right? Um, it, I look at this thing right now, and you look at this thing right now. It's and I'm gonna tell you, it's probably worth that storage unit, everything inside that storage. It's about 50 grand on the low end. It's about 50 grand worth of stuff. For instance, here's how I know, right? Um, they start talking. He meets them. They start talking. Alyssa's spilling the beans because that's her personality. She's gonna spill the tea, right? Um, and so they agreed upon a number prior to him meeting her. And so all in his mind, hey, look, I want to get you paid. I'm gonna get you paid. I'm gonna pay you now. So the transaction is sold. You can't go back and change your mind and mark the price up. Let me pay you now. Bing. It goes bing. He said, okay. Well, let me show you something. There's a box they pull out. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean ship, right? The first one. That thing is about $600 or so. There's like 3 of them in that box. Then he pulls out something else, like a haunted house. That thing's another a couple $100. And she's got multiple sets of these things, right? So I'm going to tell you that unit, everything inside that unit was probably about 50 grand. That's why my man flew a 1 engine plane over there, and then took a rental vehicle to pick up another rental vehicle to go get that, right? You see all this money he's spending on the way there to go get that stuff.
yep.
And so it comes to a point where it's like it's funny because it's like what's that phrase? Never the bride, but always the bridesmaid. I feel like that, like with Ellissa, I feel like the community kind of let her down. I know. I know. Don't look at me like that, Corey. I know. I feel like the community kind of let her down. And I say it like this. Remember on her social media, she was constantly giving away prices, constantly. And this was probably that pile of stuff that she was, constantly giving away. She was giving to the community. Well, I think, and I'm gonna tell you, like, she's got more followers on Instagram than I do right now. She's got 10 grand and I don't, and so and she hasn't posted any Lego content since a year ago. And so I feel like the community kind of failed her because you get your, and we'll talk about this later. You come into the community,
Mm,
and it's supposed to be a community, right? But you find yourself claned up, and I say claned up, right? Ready Player One. You clan up with a bunch of a group of people, and you feel like the people that watch you and stuff. Oh, this is the community, and but Ellissa didn't care where you were from. She was giving out these prizes to the community, free stuff, and
mhm.
it comes to a point where I feel like if if what I have is worth 50 grand and I let it go for 20 grand, I'm making that Brexit. I'm making a clean break with the community and everybody in it,
Yeah,
and I'm pushing it out of my life, and I'm on to the next thing.
yeah. I remember 2020. Alyssa had asked me to do a video for her
Hmm.
to 3 minutes. She was doing a mini series called a good, not a good 3 minutes, but something 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. It was. I think it was. I think it was like a good 3 minutes or something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Alyssa had this thing called a good 3 minutes,
Hmm.
and I remember she asked me to come on. She was dressed up and everything like that. Afterwards, she had sent me a gift, for being on and everything like that. And I started following her after that. I started following her after that.
Hmm.
And I started noticing she would go to the store, the Lego store, draining. Like she would be coming out with those big bags. When you get a lot of stuff, they give you those big tote bags.
Yeah.
Come out with those big tote bags. I remember she had done a video man, she must have spent like close to 10K
Damn.
at the Lego store.
Yeah.
She's getting all types of sets. And she was doing a lot of giveaways and stuff like that. She started doing a oh man, what was it? Brick builder. It was like a brick builder something. So she did challenges. If you win the challenge, it'd be like Lego Masters and stuff like that.
Right.
So, she was doing a lot for the community.
Yeah.
Well, in the early, stages of COVID, when everybody was locked down, when the world started to open up, I'm expecting I would see her at some of these conventions. I didn't see her at any of these conventions.
Mm-mm.
And then I started to see less and less of her online.
Yeah.
And I was scratching my head like, oh man, like what happened? It's not my place to, hey, where you at? What's going on? That's not my place. But I do understand what it's like to have fatigue. Yeah. And some people, they can get Lego fatigue, where they're tired of Lego, they're tired of the community, and we'll get to it a little bit later with another topic, but they're tired of the clicks, they're tired of the people talking behind their back, not to their face. They're tired of it. And once you get to a point, you just say, yo, enough is enough. Yeah. I had a lady reached out to me and she said, hey, I noticed you've been doing a lot of things in your classes about inclusion. Yeah. And you're teaching the kids about inclusion and everything like that. Yeah. I would gift you a bunch of minifigs, flesh tone minifig. This lady had like a whole bunch, like she gave me like, I would say like maybe 500 minifig heads.
Okay.
Of flesh tones, mainly brown skin, black people.
Right.
And she told me, I was like, well, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so generous of you, but can I ask you why you're doing this? Because I'm leaving the community. I'm leaving the Lego community. I see what goes on in the Lego community. I see how people are so mean. People are hateful in the community, and I don't want to be a part of it no more. I lost my passion to build. Okay. So I want to give it to you because I know it will go to a good place instead of me putting it in my storage unit or giving it away, and who knows what will happen to them. So I know it'll be treated right if I leave it with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, it broke my heart, man. It broke my heart because, I tried to give her encouragement. She was like, no, I'm good. This is the last thing I'm going to do for this community, and then that's it. I'm going. I mean, I feel bad, but some people they have fatigue. And I think Ellissa is one of those individuals who felt that fatigue, and now, she's selling off, wholesale. She's getting rid of everything.
Yeah. I mean, the last thing she posted, which was on Instagram that was Lego related, was September 29th, 2024, where it was the Wicked sets. And she was letting the community know that, that here's the places you can, get these sets early if you're not part of the land or whatever. If you're part of the land, you're on your own. I'm not giving you the information, but for the non-land members, just inbox me. I'll give you the information. So I think I think you can get Lego fatigue, but here's the flip side of that, right? Is there a right way to make the right moves in a Lego community? No, you walk into this thing blindfolded, so you don't know who to trust and who not to trust. Is it high school? Yeah, like everything else. You could join a golf club and there's different fractions and cliques and stuff like that. But they say, oh, it's a golf community. No, there's different fractions and cliques and different tiers and stuff like that, right? In a golf club, right? Same thing here. And I do believe that there's a rift in the Lego community because there's one side that don't like the other. There's one side that don't like man members. There's one side that don't like, uh, uh Mel and Corey because they XYZ. And it's not true. And then they find out on their own, like, wait a minute, that's not true about you. No, like find out for you. And so my thing is, people, is find out for yourself. Do your own homework. Don't listen to what somebody else say because that's their experience. Their experience ain't got nothing to do with your experience. When you walk into a a Lego community, right? When you walk into any community, find out information for yourself so that you have the best experience in the community. The community is what you make it.
Yeah.
And like you say, like we've seen a lot of people come and go in the community. A lot of people come and go. They get fatigued because here's the thing. I do believe that I do believe Ellissa had a big heart with helping people, but I do believe she was in the community for the wrong reasons.
Mm.
And that hurts, right? Some people are in the communities because they want 100,000 followers. I go to the store, I buy 10 grand worth of stuff and put it online because I want them clicks, and see that's just the thing. Like a lot of people want to punch me in the face because I say stuff like that. But Corey, am I lying?
I mean, there are a lot of influencers and just AFOL who they want to find the next hitch. They
Yeah.
want to do the next thing. And what do? They gotta find ways of doing that. So back in those days in the early stages of COVID,
Hmm.
it was home. Nobody could get out. So
Right.
you have to create a community within the community. And then once you found, all right, well, I see that people pay more attention to me when I do this. And I'm not gonna front because I'm transparent. I was doing that.
Yeah.
I was doing my lives,
Yep.
and at the time it was more for me and my sanity, so that I couldn't interact with people, so I did my lives and I used to talk with people and everything like that.
Hmm.
I was told that people started to mute me because I was doing my lives every single day at
Yeah.
a time every single day. And I would have a whole bunch of people on my lives, and then little by little, I started getting less people on my lives.
Yeah.
And I was told like, yo, you do lives every day, like you're oversaturating the place. Like
Yeah.
I had to mute you, and I felt bad about that because I was like, man, I was doing this for me, but I was also doing this for y'all, so
Right.
that you can have,
Connect-
ooh, Lego
connected. Yeah, you're trying to stay connected.
try to stay connected. And for some people, they didn't. That was a little bit too much connection.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that we have in this community is being overly connected.
Yeah.
When you're overly connected, you can get burnt out. And Ellissa, she has a big heart,
Yeah. That's what she got a big heart.
and I know she's been going through a lot. All that stuff. So when you see someone who has that big of a heart,
Hmm.
then this community can either take that heart and break it
Hmm.
or enlarge it. And
Yeah.
even if you enlarge your heart, you're still going to have problems with an enlarged heart.
Hmm.
So it's sad, but I hope that whatever brings you joy, if it's not in the Lego community, I hope you find your joy, and whatever that is, keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not giving advice because Alyssa, you're a grown woman. You walk your own path. I can't give you advice, but ultimately, you standing in that storage unit with all the Lego stuff, right? The Lego, folks, the Lego's a matrix. It's a matrix. It's a tangible matrix that you could touch, you could feel it because it's Lego. But there's a community, and there's that world of digital that we got attached to it, like the Instagram, the TikTok, the
Mhm.
YouTube, all that stuff, the conventions, right? um and so Ready Player One, the guy says, um stay in touch with the real people, make those connections with real people. That real person to you is your friend that's with you in that video, the lady that's with you in that video. And I know it took a lot of courage for you to release all that stuff and let it go, but I'm sure that person encouraged you to do that healthy thing and let all that stuff go. And so you want to be in touch with reality because reality is real.
Absolutely.
This Lego thing and that in the digital world that's attached to the Lego product and the conventions and all this stuff that we hype it up to be, none of that's real. You could spend and you spent I'm gonna tell you, you spent about 50K in that storage unit. It was about $50,000 worth of stuff in that
Mhm.
storage unit. And none of that would ever give you the connection that you feel than the person that told you to let that go. That's the real connection.
Absolutely. As they say, man, touch grass sometimes. Touch grass. You know, that was a little somber.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick it right up. Okay, we're gonna pick it right up. Ian and Sage, the newest Lego Master champions.
Go ahead,
They
kids.
are the brother sister team from season 5. I feel a direct connection because when I was doing my lives and when I was trying to stay connected, I connected to Ian because I encouraged him to be a part of my fan appreciation day.
Yes.
And he built some cool stuff. We watched his cool stuff. His little sister Sage was in the background, jumping up and down and everything like that. Come to find out, 5 years later, these two walked on stage on Lego Masters and won the whole thing. Well, guess what just happened to them? They just got their trophy.
Yes, they did. And they're doing it great. They're doing it great too. I appreciate them. You know, I won't say I appreciate them. You know, giving us the social media bites on it, right?
Yeah.
Like receive it and stuff like that. And they're posing. They're doing those fun videos, and that's what it's about. You celebrate. You do the fun videos. And you do the funny ones. Every time they're in a convention, they're doing something funny, right? And I appreciate that. That is what this whole championship thing is about: having fun and enjoying the ride.
Yeah. And I told him in the very beginning, I said, listen, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the opportunity. Enjoy the places that you're going to go, the people you're going to see. Enjoy it all. I know that feeling when you get home and you see this crate in front of your house, and you know good and well you order that crate, you order it, so you know something's in it. So the fact that they were able to showcase this trophy, this massive trophy, and we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
This show was filmed in 2023 because it filmed before we filmed our show
2 years ago.
Special. We came out in 2024, so we only had to wait about a year and some change to finally talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I got my cup earlier this year. They got their cup later this year.
Yeah.
To wait 2 years before they get their hands on that cup.
Yeah.
But you know what? It could be 2 years. It could be 20. It could be 2 days. It could be 20 years. It doesn't matter because they earned it. They got it. They're the first brother and sister team.
Yeah.
That cup in our series.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm over the moon excited for them. I can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do next. But like, come on, Lego Masters, I shouldn't have made them wait that. You made them wait that long to actually, be on the show. You got to wait, be quiet, and then they air the show. You got to be quiet that you won, and you're still waiting. Get these folks their cup. They waited long enough. Like they waited long enough for the show. That cup should have been already ready to roll out. Like come on.
Yeah, you know what? Because so our season finished in December. I got my cup about a little bit into January.
Mm-hmm.
I only had to wait for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Their joint ended in July, end of July.
Mm-hmm.
Now the end of October. They had to wait for another 2-3 months.
That should
be a little excessive. That's a little bit unacceptable.
The cup should have been already made and it just sitting in the warehouse waiting to ship. That's it, man. Like, come on.
We should have been having someone parked up the street. Like, all right, as soon as it dropped, it done, boom, here it is. But you know what? I know that Ian is going to put that somewhere in his house. Ian was a huge fan of the show. Huge fan of the show.
Man, what am I talking about? The cup is already made. Like, should they just ship it? It was already made. It was on the show.
It was on the show. But you know what? I don't believe the cup on the show is what they received. So I'm going based off of
what you talking about.
So what I received is a replica. I believe it's a replica of what was on the show.
Uh-huh.
So, and I wish I had done something to it to tamper with it, just to see if they send me the same thing.
You got a slice of it. Let me see. Love against to see what happened.
Yeah. I think the cup on the show, I think it's a little different from the cup they received. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I gotta ask Ian. If that's the case,
Okay.
maybe I could get a good 5 minutes out of him.
We could be in the next 5 minutes from. We could probably get it.
We'll see.
We can get 5 minutes from him.
Not sure why. I don't know why you looking like that, man. Like you're looking at me. Oh, yeah. But yo, big congrats to Ian and Sage, man. You guys deserve every minute of this ride. Everyone, keep enjoying the ride. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of y'all.
All right. Next up, Santa Rosa Police Department bus man for Lego trafficking ring. That sounds familiar. We've been talking about this, talking about it. It's still going on, but this was a little bit larger, right? So apparently, this guy has been directing others to steal these Lego items out of retail stores, and then what they'll do is they would resell them for even more than the marked up value for it. The only people I know that mark up above retail are the people who sell at Lego conventions. So this they said his name was Robert Lopez, 39 years old. I want to know what Robert Lopez, what his business is in selling, because he ain't got no brick and mortar store. He probably is selling these things at conventions. I can guarantee you. It said it was like over 1,000 or more Lego heads all together, and it's nice, Corey, because they got the Lego heads all in a row. They got the unopened boxes on the floor. They stack all the boxes on the floor. And in this picture, they got the guns sitting on the table, the automatic, semi-automatic guns sitting on the table with some Lego.
So, hold on a second. Let's excuse the gun for what you just described is every single person in the AFOL community. That's what their backlog looks like. Open sets. You see the bins behind me, nice and ordered,
right?
Coordinated.
Right.
I don't understand. So you telling me that the FBI could just bust in my house, get a bunch of Lego sets, see this, and just assume that I stole it?
I'm sure one of his Foot Clan members probably got busted stealing out of Target. And then like, hey man, where you going with these sets? Where you going? And he probably spilled the beans, man. He probably spilled the beans. And this, I guarantee you, this Robert Lopez probably vends at a Lego convention somewhere near you. I guarantee you.
So they said that he had about $6,000 worth of sets.
Yes,
my dude. So you had what, like 6 of these Death Stars? That's basically what it is. That's 6 of them that's 6 Death Stars.
That's 6 Death Stars.
We just talking about Ellissa in her warehouse of stuff, and my man only had $6,000.
Baby, that was 50 grand.
He only had $6,000 worth of stuff.
He's going down though, man. He's going to flames, man.
Something ain't adding up, man.
Yo, he had the guns next to the Lego, man. You saw the picture, right?
He wants to let people know he mean business, but again, like be real, man.
Mm-hmm.
Course of this year alone, do you think you've spent $6,000 on Lego?
Yeah, I spent more than $6,000 this year alone.
Exactly. So something ain't adding up, man. I think FBI probably got this dude and was like, "Yo, this dude
he probably got other stuff happening.
He got Rivendell. He got some Rivendell sets over there."
How you traffic Lego? I don't understand. Like you traffic Lego, like.
Get the perp out. Let me look through his collection real quick. Let me get some stuff that I couldn't get. Some retired joints. You take that stuff off his hand. Yeah, he took like $6,000. We good.
Yeah, but,
Listen,
you know, I'm sure there's a lot of other there's more to the story, but I think Lego they probably running with this Lego story with it too. But Mr. Lopez is probably going down for some other stuff.
but
And
here's the thing too, man. Lego is this speaks to the success of Lego
hmm
because we have now talked about several stories.
hmm
People that are stealing Lego. Beginning of this year, we talked about a dude ramming his car into the bricks and minifigs out in Cali,
yeah,
swiping them joints.
wow, wow.
People are wising up to the fact that Lego is money. And
Lego.
if they don't play with Lego, they know that they can offload that Lego to
hmm
some. I remember, I don't know if it was at Virginia,
hmm
it was at the latest show I was in. Excuse me, but they were selling stuff out in the parking lot.
Yeah, you know what? It was Brick Fair, but it was the PA one.
In the parking lot, there's a lot sale going on inside.
The security guard, you can't sell. You can't sell. I got him. I got him.
See, and people will pay that money. And
Yeah,
even if you get a free set, if you stole those sets, any profit is profit.
yeah,
Like I'll let this go for $100. You
yeah.
go online is worth $1,000. I'll take all five of them off your hands. I'll take all five.
That sound like cheap ass. Cheap ass to tell you real quick. Yeah, make me an offer. Make me an offer. But my man Cheap ain't doing that part of it. But he buys it the honest way. He obtains it the honest way by buying it, purchasing it, and then selling it to the community. So
Listen, man,
he
between
ain't
the
up
leaks,
there with no semi-automatics and robbing Targets and Walmarts and
listen, man, between the leaks in the land and now all of this, I'm Lego. I'm gonna need you to wrap it up. We need you to wrap it. People go be getting too loose with the stuff, man. Let's get to the next one, man. Listen, man, let me ask you a question, man, before I tell you what we're talking about, man.
yeah.
Do you have sea legs? Do you have sea legs?
No, I don't, man.
You don't have sea legs. So we recently talked about this that aquarium set.
Mhm.
You know, do you like the water? Do you like the ocean, the sea?
Nah, not my cup of tea, man. Get me on the flight, get me where I'm going to, man. That
You
rocking
know,
back and forth in the ocean and stuff like that. Not my thing, man.
so I'm sad to hear that because if that's the case, then I suspect that you're going to be one of the people that's going to be waving bye bye to the ship because next year, 2026, there is something called an AFOL Cruise. That's right, an AFOL Cruise. Now, we all know the king of swag, Cody.
Yeah.
King. So King Cody is actually promoting, he's putting this on his page. They even got a new Instagram page. They are trying to do a Lego convention or just a Lego trip for AFOLs on a cruise.
Oh,
So you about to get a whole bunch of people that's usually in a convention center out on the high seas.
on the
They're
sea.
leaving from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and making their way to the Bahamas.
Oh,
So I have a couple questions.
okay.
Um, these are rhetorical questions, hypothetical questions. No need for an answer. Number one, who has money to do a cruise when we're spending all of our money buying Lego?
Okay.
Number two, uh, they say that there's some competition, there's some other stuff going on.
Uh-huh.
Are we sharing this cruise line with regular folks, or is it to just be AFOL on this cruise?
Right.
Number three, I have been to Brick Fair, Virginia on Friday night.
Okay.
Been to Chicago, Brick World Chicago on a Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
I know the shenanigans that go down.
Oh yeah, go down.
That you're going to have shenanigans on a boat. At listen,
Shenanigans on the boat go 24/7, baby. They go 24. They non-stop and won't stop.
the cruise. We can do a lot in 4 days. You can do a lot of building in 4 days.
You could make a baby in 4 days.
Man, I think that this is a great idea. It's different. It's going to get people out of their comfort zone. There are a lot of people in the community
Uh-huh.
who don't go anywhere. They come to conventions and they go back home and go to work.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity to get people out of their comfort zone, to get people into a fun environment, and
Okay.
to just do something different. Get out the country. You
Yeah.
know, who has never been out of the United States.
Okay.
You know, so this is an opportunity for people. I see the upside in this, but I also see the downside in this, and I just mentioned them. It's
Okay.
40. It's a lot of shenanigans that's going to go down on that boat.
Yeah. So here's what I think. Is this an AFOL cruise? Now, you know we smarter than that. All the questions you asked, we already found out the answers to. How many people can fit on a cruise ship?
Mm.
You had the numbers. Give me the numbers.
Couple thousand people could fit on a cruise ship.
A couple thousand, right? Now, how many people you say were displayers or exhibitors at, I don't know, largest one is Chicago. How many exhibitors was at Chicago?
Whew. We had a lot of exhibitors at Chicago.
Give me a rough number.
I would say this. So just to go back real quick, a large ship can hold roughly 3,000 to 7,000 passengers.
3,000 to 7,000 passengers. We'll go on the low end. We'll say 3,000 passengers on this boat, right? All right. How many exhibitors were at Chicago? Just a guesstimate.
This year, it's reported that there was about 200
at Chicago
exhibitors.
All right. So 200 and 3,000. How now you the math person, not me. What's the percentage of 200 to 3,000?
So 200, 3,000. You're looking at least close to 30 to 35%.
That's 35%. So you got 35% that are AFOLs that are on this boat shared by just regular Joe Blows, right? All right. So it's not an AFOL cruise. It's a cruise at that point. You're just going with a bunch of AFOL people at this point because I guarantee you they'll probably get about 200 to 300 people on this cruise. And at that point, like the displayers, the people who display, right? Because you got to mind you, this when you go to a con, the people that fill the space are the people who come, on Saturday and Sunday to view, like the visitors. They come in and they see everything. That's how you have a big thing. But the core people of that show is 300 people.
10,000 were in attendance for Chicago.
Yeah, 10,000 in attendance.
Attendance.
They weren't displayers. Those were the people that would just coming on Saturday and Sundays, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So the cost of that, and we ran it. The cost of that, you're looking at $1,700 to get on that boat, plus the cost of an airplane to go down to Florida if you're nowhere near that area. I'm in Maryland, you in Jersey. It's going to cost us to fly down that way. And then you have to pay the $1,700 to get on the boat.
Yeah. And not to mention hotel.
Yeah.
So you get a hotel beforehand because I've been on a few cruises in my time.
Yeah.
And cruise lines, it never connects with your airfare. So you come in on an airplane, you gotta get.
Yep, you come in the day before.
Yep. You gotta leave the day after. That's how those.
Yep.
Again, I see nothing wrong in this. I think this is a great idea. It's different. It makes sense that Cody would be the brainchild of this because he's very different when it comes to how to deliver a good time in the AFOL community. He's very different, and that's why people love him so much. That's why I love him. So, but even though I have sea legs and I've gone on cruises before, would I be going on this cruise? Probably not. I'm going to save my money for Scareback.
Yep. Saving the money for Scareback. Scareback is the move for next year. We're going to Scareback.
So if everybody's going on this cruise, we might be the only people at Scareback.
Yeah, right, right. We scared back in San Diego Comic Con. We on the way. We on the way.
Mhm. That's it.
Last but not least, we talk about being a hater or a participator. Bricks and Lore weighs in. Now, I look at this video that she posted, and we just talked about it, right? I feel like this is the early stages of Ellissa. I think this person's getting ready to quit the hobby because she put that light on what's the word community, and we're so quick to use that. Hey, the community. What community? She's saying like she see little bits of people over here, little bits of people over there, some over there, and she's probably discovering what you and I talk about all the time is that these group of people over here don't like how these group of people, and they're quick to say that hey, don't follow them, don't support us. But then you get this content where they're saying, hey, look, you know I give, I support you, I'm on your likes, and I'm on your lives, I'm supporting you, but I'm not getting it reciprocated. you know Bricks and Lord, she's just a lady, just wants some reciprocation in the community, right?
Mhm.
About reciprocation.
If I had a nickel every time I gave love to someone in the community,
Hmm.
I did not get that reciprocated, then I would have a storage unit full of Lego.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, we've talked about this many times. We touched on this topic. Last year there was something that happened at the Lego community at Brick Wall Chicago.
Hmm.
So our sister Nikki, they took up her tokens of appreciation. They threw them away, and they tried to trash her setup, try to demoralize her, and kind of tell her, hey, you're not welcome here.
Yeah.
This was at a Lego convention
Hmm.
with other Lego people. Now, Lego as a hobby is a hobby for everyone.
Yeah.
All walks of life are able to be at a Lego convention and enjoy, the festivities of being in the Lego community.
Yeah.
But there are some dark places in the Lego community, and there are some things that are known as cliques.
Yeah.
Lego Masters is a clique.
Yeah.
Even though we're part of the community and we came from the community, in a
Mhm.
way we are a clique. And the only reason why we're a clique is because we have a shared experience. That's
Yeah.
why we have cliques. You have a lot of Star Wars cliques. Uh, they have shared experience watching this movie. That's why they come together. You have GBC. They have a shared experience building these awesome mechanics. You
Right.
know, so you have cliques all over the Lego community, but the great thing about those cliques is that we can still all come together to support one another.
Yeah.
But do we have the online version of the Lego community? Because there is a difference between the two. The Lego community as a whole, much different. Yeah, you're gonna have your knuckleheads and stuff like that. That's within a community, but it's different from the online community.
Yeah.
Online community, people need views and they need likes.
Yeah.
When they feel that you can give them views and likes, they will leech onto you.
Yeah.
They will be your friend. They'll hit you up every day. They'll talk to you. They'll give you nice compliments. They'll do all those things to butter you up, just so that you can tag them on your next reel, tag them in your next post,
Yeah.
so that some of your followers will become their followers, and then
Right.
their numbers will grow.
Right.
That's the game, and it turns into a game of cat and mouse where people who actually are in this community showcasing their talent, showcasing their work, hoping for positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Get I could look at my feed. I could look at my feed right now, and I could look at all the stuff that I've posted, and
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I'm nowhere close to the types of likes and views that I see other people get by doing nothing. And when
Yeah.
I mean doing nothing, they're promoting a set that they didn't create, they had no hand in, but yet still they'll get big views, and That's all part of the algorithm. That's all part of the community, and that's all good.
Yeah.
At the same time, you have people who are just stepping into the community, looking for that camaraderie, looking for that help, looking for that, that one-to-one friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Just see them as a number. And some people are waking up to that. Like, you only talk to me because you want my view,
Yeah.
my like. So it can add to your algorithm. It can add to your explore page so you can pop up on more people's feeds. That's all it is. Other than that, you don't know nothing about me. You don't know my first name. You don't know my last name. You don't know nothing about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah. And that's a good point. Like, even like with Bricks and Lore, I don't know this woman's name. I don't. But I'm gonna tell you what. Because I'm bad. Like Bricks and Lore, I'm gonna tell you, I'm bad with refollowing people, because here's the thing: is that I'm thankful for my followers. Don't get me wrong, but I don't honestly, I don't do a follow for a follower. I don't play that game. I don't do a follow for follow. You follow me because you're interested in my content. Not to say that I'm not interested in what you're creating. I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm obviously interested in what you're creating because I just found you, Bricks and Lore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead here and I am going to follow you, Bricks and Lore, right now, because I believe the message that you're conveying has substance. So I'm following you right now on TikTok, and I'm gonna put your stuff up here. She's actually live right now, so she'll know I'm talking about her. And I don't know you, Bricks and Lore. I don't know you from a can of paint and vice versa, but I do want to invite you on for 5 minutes because the content that you're putting out is valuable. I think people in the Lego community need to take a hear to what you're saying, because I take it that you're new to the community. And look, she's got more followers than me, so on TikTok. So she's probably been putting a lot of good content on it. And see, that's just it. Like for me, and even if I'm in the land, I don't have as many followers. I mean, that doesn't mean that my voice isn't as powerful, because if it wasn't, I probably wouldn't be in the land. Um, and so so and I I- let's prevent this person from being like the next Ellissa with trying to like with leaving the community. I won't say quitting, but leaving the community, because right now the things that she's putting out there, it seems like the community may be just a bit toxic, right? And so maybe, and look, the person's name is Bricks and Lore, so they easily are into other hobbies easily. So they can cut the bricks off and find another hobby. So let's try to keep them in the hobby by listening what they have to say and actually being a community. But yeah, she's right. There's different pockets. There's different factions of the Lego community. There's not one umbrella, right? Because let me tell you, there's this stigmatism of, hey, mom, look at me. And the moment that mom look away, I'm falling out and having a convulsion in the middle of the store like a kid because mom's not paying attention to me.
And you know what's crazy? There are some people who are attached to social media in that way. They're attached to social media to the point where they know how many followers they have.
Mm-hmm.
Know when they're no longer being followed.
Right.
They know these things, and it's dangerous because you then start to create these constructs that stop you from doing certain things because you're scared. You're scared to say certain things, you're going to lose a follower. Or if you post a certain way, you're going to lose a follower.
Yeah.
When I do my serious talks, because it is bothering me in the community and I gotta let it out. Like when I was doing that thing about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I posted that one thing and I was gonna stop there, but I was like, nah, I want them to know that I'm angry about this. So I kept posting, and I didn't care who was upset about it. I don't care who took offense to it, and I don't care who bothered, because this was my way of getting this pain out of me in a way that it was constructive, in a way that it didn't hurt anybody. I didn't hurt me. I just said, dang, I could have saw this at Comic-Con. Dang, I could have saw that at Comic-Con. To the point Lego Master executives or producers had to reach out and say, hey man, Corey, we just wanted to let you know, kind of smooth it over. And it's all good. They got to do their part, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a community, if y'all say that this is a Lego community and we're here to support each other, why is it that when you post something and I hit that like, I give you that view, but when I turn around and I post something and I check my views, I don't see your name pop up. I don't see you clicking. I don't see you saying, yo, good job on that thing. But I have to do that for you, but you can't do that for me. Now, this is not a tit for tat type of thing because that's not how a relationship goes. That's not how a relationship goes. You should want to say something to somebody because that's how you feel. You're like, oh, that was really dope.
Right.
I always go back to this. My show enough, that post that I did in July of show that got over 13,000 views and hit almost 200,000 different accounts. When I looked at the analytics and I looked at followers versus non-followers,
Well, it's a whole lot of non-followers.
96.6% of people who were liking my stuff, non-followers.
Yeah.
0.4 whatever was my followers.
Yeah.
Tell you everything you need to know. And I'm not saying that's a reflection of the community. That could just mean that people ain't feeling my stuff.
Right.
But at the end of the day, don't call this a community if we can't all be appreciating each other's work, appreciating each other's voices. Because if you don't appreciate my voice, you say, hey, I'm not going to follow you anymore because I don't appreciate your voice. I don't appreciate what you're doing. Good. But we're still part of this community. You're going to have to see me at some point. We're going to have to cross paths at some point. And what are you going to do? You're going to pretend that I don't exist? I exist. I'm here. You're here. So at the end of the day, if this is a community, let's treat it as a community. Because if it's not a community, then why are we even bothering? Why are we pretending?
And see, look, I don't want to get into where like it says, all right, look, you should be paying attention to everybody, like everybody, give everybody that's oversaturation. And at that point, your algorithm be so crazy that you wouldn't be able to see all the content anyway. But you know what Bricks and Lore is saying is that basically, if I'm in your community, if I'm in your circle, and I'm watching, I'm subscribed to you and I'm watching your stuff, it should be vice versa because we're in this circle, right? That we're calling community. It's all kinds of different communities, right? But we're over here in this community and I'm in your circle. I'm supporting you, but you don't do the same for me. Yeah. What are we doing here? Like you said, it becomes weird at that point because now I'm following your every move, but you ain't checking me out. But we on the same team.
We're on the same team. And somebody asked me a question one time. This was during the convention. They were like, "Hey, do you guys stay in touch after the show, like Lego Masters?" At one point, I was like, "Yeah, we all do. We all stay in touch. We all keep in touch with each other."
That's much.
The years I started to realize, no,
we don't.
I always tell the new Lego Master season, enjoy this year. Because the first year, y'all in the honeymoon phase. Yeah. Everybody put me on a group chat. Everybody's talking. Everybody's communicating. Starting with us.
Yeah.
We were doing holiday parties.
Yeah. We were doing Zoom calls. Remember Zoom calls and catching it on Zoom calls, doing all that stuff, right?
That chat is dead.
Yeah, it's over, man.
And I've heard from other Lego Masters that they started group chats and now ain't got no group chat.
In the group chat, they stopped talking.
Lego Master community. Yes, we're inside the Lego community, but we all have one particular experience that no one in the Lego community can have, hasn't had yet, and that is the Lego Master experience. So we should all be supporting each other. I could tell you right now, off the top of my head, what almost every Lego Master has posted and is currently doing, because I believe in community. I believe that community is important. I could tell you that the Wicked sets that are coming out, David Geddes, Lettuce, that's part of his.
Yeah.
He's hand in designing those things. I could tell you my man Brian from season 2, he's Doom. He's been doing some screenwriting and stuff like that. His sister lives in London.
Yeah.
About to get married. I could tell you from season 3 a whole bunch of stuff that's going on in that community. And it's all because I pay attention to what people do.
Yeah.
And support what people do. You got Dave from Chicago. His stuff is over in a museum right now. The ABC stuff that he did with Rich,
Yeah.
it's in a museum right now.
Gallery in the Master Gallery. Yeah.
It's like these are the different things that people are doing in the master community. I pay attention to because that's my circle.
Yeah.
My circle of friends. Those are my family. I could ask you a question. We could hit up any of the Lego masters. Yo, do you know what Corey did this past weekend? And I can guarantee you only a handful will know.
Yeah.
Because why? It's not community to them.
No.
It's a network. It's all about networking. If I can't get nothing from you, Corey, I don't got nothing for you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I can't get nothing for you. So why am I?
Yeah.
That's just how it is, man. It's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
You know, but you know, we gotta stay the same, man, because we can't change.
No.
Things and the community just falls to pieces, man.
Yeah, yeah. And here's the thing, and I'll put this out there. I stay silent. I stayed silent for a while, because there was a community out there that was, kind of bashing me and you. And but what if you white, black, or indifferent, and you love the Lego community, find out about people that are in a Lego community. I won't say community because we all ain't one community. We're not.
Yeah.
Whatever community or whatever team you trying to join. I won't even say community, right? Bricks and Law got a point, and I value that. Whatever team you trying to join, find out about that team. And they saying, hey, look, don't go over there. Oh, well, I'm the type of, oh, don't go over there. Okay, cool. I'm going over there to find out why I shouldn't go over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find out.
Let me see if the stove really that hot. Oh, it's not.
Find out for yourself, people. You're adults. Find out for yourself. Don't take LeVar Burton's word for it, because he tell you, hey, don't take my word for it. Open the book yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Read Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. Read it for yourself. And we've had experiences where people come up to us and like, yo, you guys are nothing like what I heard.
Yeah.
You are nothing like what I heard.
We're real. We're real. And we're genuine. We ain't to take advantage of nobody. Ain't nothing here I got to take. I go out and buy my own $50,000 worth of sets.
Yeah. What I gotta do? I'm a business owner and a father. I got an example I gotta set for my kid.
Right.
Me doing stuff to hurt people or to be shady, that doesn't bring me any joy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's a lot of energy, and I'm quite frankly, I'm too old to be wasting my energy these days.
I'm getting up there too, man. But yeah, man. Bricks and Lore, let's get that good 5 minutes in.
Yeah, yeah. Come on to the show, Bricks and Lore. I'm gonna reach out to you, and do your homework before you say yes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little short to this video, and I'm gonna tag you, so I'm talking about you. But before you say yes or no, do your homework about me and Corey before you come on the show. But we would like to have 5 minutes with you, talking about some real content.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ain't got to join our team. We just want to talk.
Yeah, that's it. It'd be nice,
Yep.
5 minutes seems like a long time for some people.
Yeah.
Well,
that's all we have for you today. That was a good talk, man. I think that was a real good talk.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
We're all about talking. We're all about communicating. We're all about community.
Yeah.
At least having a community. At the end of the day, community is what you make of it. So
it is. If it's just 2 people or 50.
Or 50. At the end of the day, we all got to do better. Especially 2 guys right here.
Yep.
So we'll do better next time.
Yeah, we'll do better next time. Maybe.
You got you see the glow. So don't let go of the power of elevation.
Not the power of elevation.